Hello, good morning, everyone. Brenda over here at Blasterworks, and it is Sunday, which means it is Trash Talk Day, and no flea market because it is, or it has been. It's not raining currently, but it has been raining for the last few days. Yesterday, when I had to drive to the other location, which is like 30 miles away on the freeway, and it was raining hard. And it was that you can't see anything. You know what I mean? Like everything is the same color, which is kind of like a whitish gray. Man, I was white knuckling it driving to work yesterday because I was like, please, I was looking in my rear view mirror, making sure people weren't too close, But there's some people that drive in the rain and they act like it's dry outside and they speed by and all that. And it's like, stay away from me because I ain't trying to run into anybody or have anybody run into me. But anyway, yeah, so it's been raining here, which is good. Like I said, it's currently not raining, but it's supposed to rain for the next couple days, and then we get a little break, and then it's supposed to start raining again. So no flea market, which will give me time to hopefully work on some of my other projects that I have around the house. I do, if there's a break in the weather today, I do want to plant my garlic. That back plot, I was able to clear out some of it. And so I want to go ahead and put the garlic in the ground while I have a chance, hopefully, and take advantage of the future rain that's coming in the next few days. So hopefully I can take you guys along with me to do that today. If I do, I'll try to add it onto this video. If it's too late, then depending on the break in the weather, then I'll just add it onto next week's Trash Talk. But anyway, so that's on my agenda for today since there's no flea market. But let's get into our snacks. All right, so we are doing week 46. We have our snacks from Turkey this month, November. And so far they've been pretty good, hit and miss, you know what I mean? Like Cheetos that don't taste like anything, and then the rest was pretty good. And then I remember I told you guys about this one. If you see it, you should get it. So I went, Albertsons that I usually go to, they didn't have it anymore. I bought their last 2 bags. And then the other day, we went grocery shopping at Vaughn's Pavilions, which is just right around the corner. And we were there shopping for other stuff. And then all of a sudden, we walk by this end cap, and they had some there. And we're like, oh, yay. So we got a couple more bags. And then I also got another flavor that is just the same brand, same wrapping, but just it's a potato chip, and it has a different flavor. So we're still working on that bag. So I'm sure that'll be next week. I'll share that flavor with you. But anyway, back to turkey. So I tried these. This was a sweet one, and I'll show you. This is what it was. An orange jam tart. So it was like a little pie. That looks like a sunflower in the picture, but it was like a little pie. It had a orangey glaze, and then chocolate sprinkles were on top of the glaze, and so you could like tear it apart and you could see the glaze, coming in. It was good. I liked this one. This was really good. This one I would say 8 out of 10. And the reason I had cut this out is because I'm going to put it inside, but I'm also going to, on the back, I'm going to paint it darker so that you can see the little happy face. There's like a little happy face on the wrapper, and I want that to be seen. So I'm going to paint it darker, so you can kind of see the face a little bit better. So that was that. We did eat, or I'll say hubby, because I only had like 2 of these. They were kind of like gummy candies, soft candy, and they were ice cream flavored. They were pretty good. I think they did taste like ice cream, and he liked them because he had the bag open and he was eating like maybe one or 2 a day. So I would say another 8 out of 10 on these. So that was good. And then he tried this one, and it looks like it's a cheese and roasted pepper flavor. But he said these were okay. They weren't that, they were flavorful. They weren't this flavor though. They were just regular flavor, like regular, how do you explain? Kind of like a roasted pepper flavor, but not extreme. I mean, I take it as a cracker. It was pretty good. Like if you were to eat it like a cracker with some soup, he was just eating it like chips. And he was not a real big fan, but he did eat the whole bag. So, but that's because we don't like to waste stuff. But I'd say maybe 7 out of 10 on this one. But it was very crunchy, very I don't know. I thought it was okay. And then we also tried this. We got this at Amazon Fresh, and it is plant-based chicken, and it actually does really kind of look like this when you cook it. It is made with nothing but beans and legumes and pea protein and everything you can read here, spices. That's it. And I don't know how did he cook it. Did he add curry to it? I can't remember now. I think he added a little bit of curry, made kind of like a stir fry with it, and actually it was really good. We're going to go back and get more of this because we liked it. So this is going to be my journaling card because I need something to write on. And as you all know, none of these candy wrappers and snack wrappers, you can't write on them. So luckily we have this, and I can write on that. So that'll be my journal card. And then, look what I found. Those that know me know that I love these. I found these maybe a couple years ago, last year. Maybe it was last year, early last year. I don't know. I kind of remember adding this to December 2023. So maybe that's when I found these at Lazy Acres. And these are really, really good. If you ever come across these from the ground up, is the company. Again, ingredient list is really good, like nothing crazy, no chemical names or anything like that in there. Made mostly with I think cassava, cassava and cauliflower. But yeah, I found them again at Whole Foods, and they were on sale. So next time I go to Whole Foods, when I go to visit the other store, I'm going to see if they still have them there. But Lazy Acres stopped carrying them, and then when we went to Whole Foods, they didn't have them at the time that we went. And now I found them again, so I was excited. So I bought a couple bags of this. And even though I used this wrapper before in Trash Talk of 2024, I'm sure, I'm still going to put it in my snack box because this is one of my favorites. Yeah, so I'm going to put that in here. But yeah, so that's my snacks for this week. Of course, there's more. We'll just work with this. This is enough to make my page and everything. So I'm thinking this will be my page, and then these will all be decorations, journal card. That's pretty wide. I think I'm going to just cut out this whole piece and use it. Actually, let's do that now. But that's going to take up like a whole page, which means I need some kind of wide pocket or something to put it in. Anywho, all right. Oh, what was I saying? Okay, journal card. But anyway, so while I do this, while I cut this up, should I just be quiet so I can do it real fast? Yeah, I'm just gonna cut open everything and clean it, and I'll speed through that, and then I'll come back to talking. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. So these are going to be decoration. This is going to be, I'm going to keep this like a pocket because I still need to work on that. So let me tape down this, and this is so crinkly. Yeah, let's tape down this up here first because I don't think glue will work. Stick glue won't hold it very long, so I need to use the tape, which I'm kind of running out of, but I better order some more. This one's pretty good, glue tape. It's just that getting it to stick originally to these is really hard. So I'm going to use this. Actually, I need a fatter one there. Where's the rest of it? Okay, I still have a lot of this one, so I'll use this one, this size. All right. So I think I will be quiet. Do this real fast. Okay, so that's going to go here, and that's going to hold the journal card. So, I guess as I wrap this up, I can tell you guys about my week. As you know, we went to the dentist last week, and he wants to give it 2 more weeks for the bones to make sure that his jawbone is not going to be moving around anymore. But he said everything looks good. From pulling the teeth, everything is healing nicely. So in 2 weeks, we go back, about a week now, because we're already a week away. We go back, and then he gets fitted. But the whole process, just so you guys know, if you guys have to get dentures or anything, from here, from last week's visit to being done is still going to be another 2 months, just for the fitting and all that kind of stuff. So it doesn't look like he's going to have any teeth for a while, and he's a little upset about that because he wants to eat regular food, you know what I mean? Having a hard time eating, but yeah, so that's that. But at least, at least it's something, right? We're making headway here. All right, so I need to make sure this goes all the way to the end because this journal card is quite large. Okay, journal card. Oop. Fit in there. That is that. So that was that. And then we also I got a text message from the neurologist's office that due to contractual issues with the insurance that hubby has, that they no longer accept that insurance. So he has to find a new neurologist, and I'm going to go over there and get his records. And the neurologist is the one that prescribed the blood pressure medication. So I'll probably have to, if we can't get at least another refill, then I'm going to have to, I see blue skies through the blinds or through my little curtains. Let me see if I can show you guys. Hold on. Sorry, I know. I'm like, squirrel. See that light? It's actually blue skies, and the rest here is all dark rain clouds. And then just that little strip right there. Anyway, so yeah, so we need to, I might have to get the primary care physician to prescribe that medication for the future, if that indeed is working. We're still testing it out. So yeah, so that's on my agenda. I have to do, and then I was also my regional let me know that I am going to be training a couple more store managers, on how to edge lenses into a frame, because they want, obviously, if you're running a store, you need to know how to do everything. So there's some new managers in the region, and they need to learn. But instead of me going to their store like I'm doing at this other location, she's having them come to me. So next Wednesday, I have one coming for 2.5 hours, I believe. And then the next week after that, I have the other one coming for 2.5 hours, just to learn that one little part. I don't have to teach them anything else. The location I'm at that I drive to, the reason that one's a little different is because the person that was doing their lab aspect was going on vacation. So they needed not only someone to train the new manager, but someone to do the lab while that person was on vacation. So he's back now. But this last week, he left for a few days for something, and the one I'm training is out for personal reasons that just popped up. So yeah, so Thursday and Saturday I left early because I was like, well, I'm just gonna come in, do the lab part, and then leave. So that's what I did, which kind of sucks because driving that far just to work I think Saturday I only worked like 3 hours because it's a lower volume location, so they don't get a lot of jobs in, and I got them all caught up on Thursday. So all I was doing on Saturday were any jobs that came in on Friday and the ones that came in on Saturday. So, and it wasn't a lot. Yeah, so I was only there for like 3 hours, and then I got everything done, and I came home, white knuckled it all the way home because it was still raining, and it was still that light gray color everywhere. You can't really distinguish anything, but you can't tell the road from the sky or anything. But yeah, so came home and just chilled. So I'm gonna have to put in a PTO hours so that I maintain my 30 hours a week. But I didn't mind. I needed a break anyway. So here we go, you guys. We got week 46 done. So I use this for my page, my sea salt cauliflower stalks. And like I said, if you guys see this, I recommend getting it. Very good. They're very light and airy, and pretty good flavor, for a snack. And then on the inside, we have our turkey snacks. This, I still need to go back, and I'm just going to color just so the back, make it dark, so that when I put it in here, you'll see the happy face a little bit better. Leave that out so I can do that. I used the candy wrapper because it was a little bit thicker and has like a little window. I use that to hold the journaling card, even though you really can't see anything through the window. Maybe if I put it like that. Oh yeah, I can just put it in like that. In fact, I'll make sure I write this way. Not that it matters, I guess. I'll just tuck it in there. And then, of course, the chip cracker thingy is decoration. So that is it. That is my week, last week. Like I said, I'm going to try to go out today, seeing a little bit of blue sky, but now I also see dark clouds in there too. I should get you a better picture. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying not to make you guys dizzy. Yeah, you have to see my messy corner. Okay, can you see it? You really can't see it. Well, you kind of can see it. See there? Dark. The rain clouds are still there. There, those are all rain clouds. That definitely is a rain cloud. So I don't know if I'll get a break or not. I'm hoping I will, because I really do want to plant the garlic that my brother sent me. He ordered it for me. And this time I can show you guys what they look like to begin with, how big they're supposed to be. You remember how small mine were last harvest. They were kind of small. But anyway, I think I touched base on everything that happened last week. It wasn't a very exciting week, of course. My weeks never are, but that's the way I like them. I did do that altered book for a friend of mine. I've managed to finish that in a day. And then today, I think what I'm going to do, since it's rainy and I might be stuck inside, is I'm going to go through all of I don't have a lot, but I'm going to go through the magazines that I have and the images that I have, books that I have, and look for any kind of botanical or garden looking type images and harvest those. Get it? I'm going to harvest those for my garden journal. And then maybe I'll make some journal cards and add pockets. So far, I've only added one. I did start a video, so you'll see this later on the video. I only added this so far. This is a pocket. And this is kind of like it's really thick. It's the piece that goes around the pot in the store, you know. And I had bought a blueberry bush. And I was thinking, this is kind of high up. I was thinking of cutting it down, making this pocket a little bit lower. I just liked that though, so I don't know yet. We'll see. I guess I could still fit a journal card up in there. Maybe have it sticking up above the page. It's okay. But yeah, so that's all I've done so far. And it's like I said, I started a video. You'll see it on the video once I download that, or upload, I should say. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to work on today. What are you guys up to? Hopefully the weather's nice where you are. Not too cold yet. I know winter is a-coming. Some places have snow. We just have the rain, which I'm thankful for. I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't know which one it'll be, but if anything, it'll be next week during Trash Talk. All right. Have a great weekend ahead, or a week ahead, and a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for being here. Love you guys. Cheers. All right, guys. I am out here. There's a little break in the rain. So I'm going to come out here, and in that plot over there, I'm going to try to get some garlic down before it rains again. But while I was out here, see, my lemons are coming in. Look at my potato. Something's been in here. Now, I don't know if they got to the potato, but he dug all the way in there. Look at that. This one doesn't look like they really messed with it too much. But this one definitely something's digging in here. And then I'll show you, excuse all the mess, but and then our lawnmower broke, so we haven't been able to cut our grass back there in the backyard. But look over here. Now I put these here because something's been digging. See? Trying to get out. So I put those bricks, I cleaned it up. I put those bricks there. I cleaned it up here because it was over here too. Put those there. And as you see afterwards, something still came and was digging over here trying to get out. So I don't think it's a cat, because a cat can just jump over the fence. So whatever it is, I think I need to get a trail cam so I can see. And then I get all these little, look at this. The hell is in my yard? That's why I miss my boy Hansi, because this never happened the whole time I was here. Look at that. Those are like holes going all the way in there. See that? Everywhere. Yeah, this would never happen on Hansi's watch. But yeah, so I'm gonna see if they got my freaking potatoes. Oh look, there's a potato here, up here at the top. And you see it's rooting, so it's growing. Oh, now I don't know. Amanda, does this part go down, or does it matter? Or does it go towards the top? You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to put that back in there. Stupid animal, whatever it is. Where's the other ones? I had like 3 in here. Well, I'll do that in a minute. But let me just get this one back. Kinda, I don't want it to be too close to. Okay, there's one down there. Okay, where's the other one in? If it's in here. Oh, I think it's right there. I see green coming up. Okay, so that's that one. So then this one, maybe I'll put it over here on this side. All right, let's grab that one. Sorry, guys. This was unexpected. Okay, that looks like that wants to come up. So I'm just going to put it kind of sideways. Put it in here. All right. I don't know what else I can do to stop these critters from. Hopefully, see, I see something coming up here. So that's cool. And there. I don't know what my next step is though. Once these start coming up, there's one coming up there. Amanda, you have to email me and let me know what I do now. I'm just going to leave it like that though. Let's see how this one looks. Yeah, right here I see coming up here. Do I add more dirt now or what? Email me, let me know what I do now. That's starting to come up. Or let them come up, maybe let them come up a little bit more. I don't know. All right. Anyway, but here's my out of control tomato plant. All right, this whole thing, all of this, you see the yellow flowers. One plant. I planted one tomato plant, and this whole thing is, and you see I still got some coming. That's the only reason why I haven't uprooted it yet. It's because I still have some tomatoes in here. So I'm gonna pick those actually later today if it doesn't rain. See, still in there, but that's a lot of plant. That's a lot of plant for those little bit of tomatoes. My pepper, got some more down there and in there. There's a nice big one. My peppers, and then my rosemary and my thyme were down there, but the thyme still looks good. I can see it back there. And rosemary is coming up here, so it's still okay, even though it's being dwarfed out by all these plants. But yeah, so I don't know if I should just pull up the tomato plant or just give it a couple more weeks, because there's nothing over here. Lots of flowers, but on this side, not a lot of, as you see, look, it's even going up. Oh, there's a tomato down there. But it's going this way up onto, oh, there's some here. See? So, yeah. Oh, in here. So I guess I'll keep it. But you see, you see how out of control this is? Oh, this is my little art area, but it's a mess. All right, and this is my spinach. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but way more than we can eat. Isn't that nice, though? I just like the way it looks. Look at that. It's beautiful. All right, so let's go over here now that got my hands all dirty. Let's go over here because this is where I want to put my garlic here. So I'm going to till that up a little bit. I was going to add some coconut coir to it. I don't know if I have to though. Maybe I will. That's my artichokes. They're coming back now that this tree is gone. So the neighbor's tree was here, and it was all, this whole thing was tree. And as you see now, it's gone, and now my artichokes are getting some sun. Now the only thing I have left to do is I need to trim back my own tree. This is what do you call it? I don't know, whatever that fruit is. I always want to say, oh, persimmons. Persimmons? No, not persimmons. I always want to say that. Pomegranate. There we go. But it's not. Yeah, pomegranate. And then I have a fig tree, but no figs. And this thing is about 4 or 5 years old, and there's nothing. So I'm thinking this is not going to bear fruit. So I might uproot it. I'll give it a little bit more time, but yeah, I might just take it out, because if it's not giving me anything, then why spend my energy on it? But actually, I'm not really doing anything with it, but it's taking up space. So yeah, so I'm gonna put you guys on pause while I set up my camera real quick. All right, so I got the coconut coir bucket right here. So I probably will add a little bit, but let me show you the garlic that my brother sent, or he had it shipped over to me. So this one is Italian, but you see the size? All right, so remember last year they weren't this big. So I'm gonna do those. And the next one is Transylvania. These have like a little bit of purple on them. All right, so I'm gonna put some of those out, and so I have to break these up and then get to town. But let me till the soil, add some coconut core to it, and then I'll break those up. I don't know, should I just fast forward or I don't know. Hold on. All right, so I took apart the Italian garlics already, and you see how big just one little piece is. So I'm just going to lay them out. I'm not going to put them in the ground yet, just going to lay them out in the garden right now. You want to, you can keep them separate, like by how big you think that they're going to get. That's all the space you need. You don't have to have them like 6 inches apart or anything like that. I'm hopeful that hopefully this time they'll get a little bigger than last year. Okay. I wonder if I should do it this way. Get a little bit extra here. No, it's too far to that brick. Got that stone there. All right. So now I'm going to break up the Transylvania ones, and then I'll put those down too. Nose is running now. It's kind of chilly out here, but okay. Gonna do next. Put that little one on the end. There. There. Don't go too far. I want to plant my sweet potatoes back here also eventually. I have one going in the kitchen right now. I'm trying to get some vines. Okay. But for now, this will be it. I'll just kind of separate that. All right. So now we're just going to take it, put the root side down. Actually, this one can go. Let's see. It's too close to this thing, I think. I'll put you over here. All right. And you just need enough to cover up. So I'm just going to kind of go like that. And then I'm going to take some of that dirt and just put it over it. I wonder what animal that is that's digging around. Probably a possum, you think? Possums eat vegetables? Yeah, they do, right? Yeah, I don't mind if there's an animal back here. I just don't want them tearing up my yard, my garden. Don't worry, I'm going to add more dirt to the top, especially around here with these bigger ones. All right, let's see how this goes. I think that's it. Clean up my mess, and let's see how that does. I'm not even going to water it because pretty sure it's going to rain again today, so I'll let the rain take care of it. All right, I'm going to clean my hands and then get my phone off of here. All right, so I decided to circle the garlic with some bricks because I'm not sure the next few days with the rain, I'm not sure how heavy it's going to be. If it's going to be light rain or heavy rain, and I don't want it to wash away the soil. So I decided to do that, kind of box it in a little bit. And then right now, I am pulling up these fence poles because the ground is very saturated, and it's much easier to get those out now than it was while it was dry when I was trying earlier when I was cleaning up this part of the yard. You see, I still have to go back here and pull up a lot of, hold on, airplane, pull up a lot of the grass and stuff that's growing. I did that with this part. I didn't do it over there, so I still have to do that, but that'll come later. But yeah, okay. So that's it for today.